Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Well, for Pepe, this is the time to get that stern focus in his eyes.
Yes, it's that look that says, I'll win at all costs, and you better be prepared for what's coming.
Well, he knows, doesn't he? He just knows at the core of his game is winning battles, physical, aerial, mental. To him, winning, however he does it, matters most. Lahm has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. He's looking wide. He's a sharp little ball here. Good read, needed to be. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Stood up well to him there. And it's been given away. Rijkaard. That's a cute ball. Yaya Toure. Pepe kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Ljungberg. He's going to be disappointed with that. So no chances falling either way for the time being. He's in a great position here. Yaya Toure swings in across. And that has been cleared. Good ball, good take. Chance here to counter. And he's managed to get free. Ljungberg. And it's Lahm, aimed at the far side. Impressive jump! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Rui Costa does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Mbappe. Yaya Toure. Pepe promptly onto that, and that is that. Beckham. That is good alertness. Aimed beyond the defence. And here's Ribéry. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Ribéry! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Liverpool still without a single shot on target. Rijkaard.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Tries to play it through. Crosses it in. Header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Yaya Toure. And he's picked it up out wide. Delivers the ball. Pinged towards the front line.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Pass somewhat off target. Bellingham. He's having a pop! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, usually you're going to get punished.
And it's Drogba. Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Ljungberg. Quality ball. That's Beckham. Thinks one through.
This is the time you need that pace.
Forlan, he's cut it out. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there.
Can he finish? Rising over the bar.
Unsurprisingly, he's been quick to apologise. If you lean backwards, the results are normally high and wide.
Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Knocks it into space. Dembele. Alexander-Arnold receives a terrific effort. Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Belling looking to play him in. Can he get onto this? Tete.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
The most accurate pass.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
And it's Robertson. Lofted in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Look, I think sometimes they're crossing for crossing's sake. It's percentage football. The more balls you get in the box, the likelier it is to score. Well, that's good to a point, but they also need an alternative.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 11.
So let's get the ball rolling.
Le numéro 10.
So neither side has yet broken through. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Costa Curta. And they can counter here. Now it's Forlan. Now it's Rui Costa. Rui Costa will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Tries to pass it through. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Alexander-Arnold finding himself and getting up there! And he's done it!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Bullish header! That's another chance! Oh, good finish! And this is getting better and better. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper. And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Cher public, je voudrais vous signaler simplement que vous pouvez, si vous le souhaitez, retrouver
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. We are just getting started.
Raphael Varane is someone I've always liked a lot for his incredible discipline and intelligence, Peter. So often having to play a covering role for a more aggressive partner, he really has made that style his own.
Yeah, that's something for which he has rightly received a lot of praise in view of the kind of players he's been paired with down the years.
Yeah, and something he can do thanks to his great recovery pace and an outstanding sense of positioning too.
Robertson. Played in by Robertson. Cleared without hesitation. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Dani Olmo did well to step in there. That was Cristiano Ronaldo. He's through on goal here. Oh, chance! It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Look at the man.
Oh, great leap! And he's stuck it away. They're level in a trice.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Liverpool restore parity.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Haaland! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Oh, good climb! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
And it's Robertson. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Robertson, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Cucurella unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Oh, this looks sharp. Neymar plays it, takes a shot! Cristiano Ronaldo! The glamour and the glory! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And again they hit the front. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Howson is always scanning the pitch for targets. Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Casemiro. Haaland. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Casemiro. Desai. And here's Vieira. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, good effort! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Bellingham going forward. Over to the right flank. Casemiro cuts it out. Neymar is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Haaland's cross. Goal! It's offside, I think. Yes, it is offside.
Yeah, spot on, although he takes issue with that.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Dembele. Knocks it out wide. Ball in towards the middle. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. Howson. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Dembele is herring after that one. Bellingham. Crunching tackle. Bellingham was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. No luck with that dink over the top. He might be in here, and the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And this could be the final action of the first half. He leaps for it! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
And for the first half, that is that. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it.
Public transportation today.
Well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So off we go again.
Liverpool really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Toure powering. And Yaya Toure! Oh, it's come off the upright. Cucurella is always looking to play quality balls. And the keeper's given it away. Big chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Dani Olmo. Cucurella. Here's Vieira. Now it's Haaland. And he's in on Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, he's done it! There was to be only one outcome.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to...
That could spell trouble. Always goal side. Dembele. Can finish. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Liverpool are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Just 1 in it now.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Nicely weighted ball. Hoisted in.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And it's Robertson. Bellingham can see things others simply cannot.
Liverpool may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Dani Olmo. Now it's Haaland. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Great chance here from position A1. Cristiano Ronaldo! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Liverpool choosing to make the first change.
Didier Drogba. Number 11, Mbappe. Number 15, Dembele. Coming on the field, number 10, Van Basten.
Distributed tidily.
14, Rashford. Number 6.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Casemiro is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Van Basten might just make this. Vieira wins the duel this time. This looks promising. And it's gone back to the keeper. Neuer punts it upfield, engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Olmo. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Cristiano Ronaldo shifted it to the flank, plays in a cross. Chance! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Can he get it through? Oh, it's Yaya Toure. It is a corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Desai with a fine tackle. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Casemiro. Yamal. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Liverpool really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Short changes him with that pass. And here's Van Basten. He's intervened well there. De Bruyne, never out of the action for very long. And this is Ronaldo.
Pretty robust defending.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Pinches it off him. Haaland. Vieira. Rijkaard. And that will be it. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. Your reflections then, Jim?
Just a quick
Liverpool,
announcement.
they
We
just
would like
didn't
to
seem
inform
to...
you
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way.
And a chance! There it is!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Liverpool finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Nicely weighted ball. Suarez is on to Hazard! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's shifting through the gears here. Dembele. And this is Drogba. Shot a goal! He's got a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So they have it all to do again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Hullet. First quarter of an hour gone. Hazard.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's Hazard! That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Desai, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And this is Dembele. Dembele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Bale gets into a good position. Early ball out from the back. Hazard. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Drogba chasing after it. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Hazard powering forward here. Well read, and the danger is averted. That's a good ball out wide. Dembele making good progress on the right-hand side. It's played through for him. Drogba! Played in, chance! Mbappe is flagged offside. Bellingham can see things others simply cannot. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And it's played into the middle. And it's claimed by the keeper. And it's Yaya Toure. Now the ball in. Not going up front in a hurry. He's having a hit! Short changes him with that pass. And here's Dembele. Pirlo. Pull it.
That's going in strongly.
Looking for the run. That has been cut short. That's destined for the flank. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Desai. Azar. That'll be a throw-in. And he's gone searching crossfield. Oh, nice touch. Alexander-Arnold did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Dembele knocks it into space. Alexander-Arnold drives forward on the overlap.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And Yaya Toure! Oh, it's a vicious effort. Rijkaard gathers from the goal kick. Great vision. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break.
Hello,
all
everybody.
sweat.
A quick announcement now. We would like
So
to
we
ask
reach
you
the
all to
halfway
kindly
point.
stay seated
Well,
during
I
the
think it's
match.
been a fantastic
Thank you for
watch
your
with
cooperation.
chances created at either end. But it has to be said, neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And that's the second half started. Maldini. Pull it.
That's good play from him.
And he's managed to get free. Pull it! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, it actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Dembele is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know. And
He's had a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Desai promptly onto that, and that is that. Pull it. Now it's Bale. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Drogba. Robertson. And here's Mbappe. Pullet kept his eye on it, and he's there.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
In it comes. Figo. Almost an hour gone. And it's Rijkaard. He'll try from distance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
So we have movement on both benches. There's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intention.
Rashford! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Rashford certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Liverpool are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, it's Dembele. Alexander-Arnold. Dembele in acres of space out wide. Ah, he's given it away. Figo. Pirlo. Luis Suarez. Thuram. Oh, nicely intercepted. Can he get on the end of this? Figo. Yaya Toure. Rashford is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Aguero. Pirlo. Driving forward. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It's a promising position. He's a sharp little ball here. Hangs in a header! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Substitution on the field. Number 15.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Number 6.
Liverpool will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Oh, shooting chance! Over to the right flank.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And he has shown him a yellow card. Adriano. Aguero. Engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Bellingham.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Gets his head on it! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Van Basten fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Now it's Yamal. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, perfectly measured that. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Yaya Toure. Maldini has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. That's a little off target. Now it's Del Piero. He's got away. Shot, surely! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And it's Del Piero.
Well,
There will be
that
3
might be
minutes
that,
at a
Peter.
time.
Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Out of play for a throw. Yaya Toure. That's been cut out, well played. Nicely shaped ball.
Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
And the referee brings it to a close.
So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, Peter,
Just a quick
I suppose it's
announcement. We
something.
would like to inform you
Not,
that
not ideal for
CCTV
either
is
side, of
now in
course,
operation
although
for
if you
your
look at the
safety.
overall balance of things, neither did enough to win this, and I think the result is quite fair.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello, everybody,
The fans
and
have pulled out
welcome to
all the
today's
stops
match.
to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway. So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here?
I'm just so pleased that Andy Robertson here is finally getting the plaudits he deserves. When you consider the journey he's had from the lower tiers in Scottish football, he's become a real success story of hard graft and hunger, and you can really...
Mbappe! It's their first effort on goal.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
And we have our very first corner. Getting up there! That's a fair try, but just off target. And he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Dembele. Rodri. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Neatly clipped into space. Tries to get it clear. Now that looks a decent ball. And the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Marcelo. Yamal. Probing pass. It's a pretty loose pass. Rodri. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Oh, this looks sharp. Threads one. It's Drogba! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Corner number 2 then. Dembele! Nearly, but not quite. And here's Drogba. He's going for goal! That was superb goalkeeping.
Drogba really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 3 coming up. Ronaldinho is there to clear. Robertson receives it in a good position here. He's there and gets it away. Shapes to shoot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Liverpool get their 4th corner. Defending of the desperate variety. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Messi. Oh, just a keeper now. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Thuram is fouled. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Bellingham can so cleverly bypass the press. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Desai does really well there, he is strong. Drogba might just make this. They get a throw in. Robertson. Half an hour played now. He's in a great position here. Now it's Yamal. Oh, facing up to his adversary. Can he finish? That has not worked out as planned.
I actually fancied him to score then, but we should give the keeper credit for doing his bit.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Barcelona genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack, variation, unpredictability. You know, that's always key to success.
Pass somewhat off target. Mbappe. There's no getting past him. It's really well defended. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Dembele. Oh, well played, well sorted out. 5 minutes till the break. And it's Yaya. He'll try from distance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yaya Toure is offering a wry smile there.
They're up to 5 corners now. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And that was very necessary. Robertson. Moved on forwards. Stood up well to him there. Now it's Ronaldinho. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Good ball, good take. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Vieira promptly onto that, and that is that. Ronaldinho, very much a man of this moment. Knocks it into space. Yamal. And we've reached half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Reflections on the first half?
Well, 0-0 is a little surprising, and while initially they must have felt that they'd score from the many chances we saw, they might now be thinking that this could go against them.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable.
Substitution.
So let's get the ball rolling.
Liverpool have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually...
And he shoots! Marvellous goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Simplicity itself.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So the first moment of real significance.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Short changes him with that pass. Lovely ball and a real chance now. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Rodri. Yamal making good progress on the right-hand side. Nicked it back promptly. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Marcelo is always looking to play quality balls. And they've got a throw. And they've got rid. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Looking to play him in. Now it's Drogba. Drogba! It's a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
That is lovely. He's shifting through the gears here. Desai did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's Rodri. This is a promising build-up. Yamal. Oh, well played. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Mbappe gets into a good position. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Across it goes. Vieira. More and more pressure on the ball here. And it's Marcelo. Messi, who is rarely short on confidence. Here's Rodri. Messi, who does have an assist to his name. And this is Bale. Ronaldinho. Well, that is one way to stop him. Robertson. He steps in, and that's the end of that. It's played through for him.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Marcelo receives it in a wide position. Header! And how did he not put that away?
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Bellingham, looking for options for movement. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Ronaldinho plays it in.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Liverpool have the chance to go the other way.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And he's intervened well there. Cannavaro. Great vision. And it played right into his path. Chance for a shot! It's a good run, that. Great timing.
That was a great ball that looked right on the money. Trying to get behind the defence is something that can work well here.
3 minutes added time.
They'll have one final crack at it. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And that's been intercepted. Rodri. Marcelo, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Engages and forces him off the ball. Tries to play it through. Koundé. And that's it. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied.